Hi everyone, I am Sarthak and I've been working for last 2 years. So I've been looking for my masters and that is the very reason that IELTS came to my mind. So technically I wasn't very sure of which country should I go for. So while I was researching and narrowing it down, so I thought that IELTS would be the best way to go about it, and it was like a major roadblock for my application process because a lot of universities across the globe need you to clear an English exam. So that is why I thought that I will write IELTS and clear that roadblock for my application process. Moreover, while I was researching, I also got to know, like, if you're planning for your masters in a country like Canada, for the visa requirement, IELTS is a major roadblock. You have to write IELTS if you're going to Canada as a requirement for your visa. So that was the major reason that I thought that I'll go for IELTS than any other test. So quintessentially IELTS became my way to go about it. So I wrote my IELTS and I think it was like one of the best experiences that I had. So since I was working from home and IELTS has a center in Amritsar, so it was really easy for me. It has like a great location and the amenities were also stupendous. So since when I wrote IELTS, we were coming out, from COVID. So I think the precautions and everything that was taken at the test center, they were also commendable. So the hardware that was used, and apart from that, the headphones that were given and everything, they were great. So my experience overall was really nice. Apart from that, I scored overall 7.5 with no less than 7. So I scored 8 in the speaking. And my tip for speaking would be that it's really important that you stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself, because that really helps and boosts your confidence a lot. Maybe ask yourselves a couple of questions here and there. That also comes really handy. Apart from that, I think it was a little easier for me since I'd been participating in a lot of debates and a lot of elocutions and all. So that was easy for me. But otherwise, for boosting your confidence, one thing is like just record yourself and tell your parents or any member in the family to ask you questions, because there's a lot of material that is available. A mock here and there would really come handy. Yeah. So I got 8 in reading. I think that was also because since class 7th, I'd been reading novels and really into publications and all. So that really helps. Apart from that, working in corporate for last 2 years gave me a lot of insights about how to read between the lines. I think that is a major tip I would like to give you, because for reading, you need to learn, you need to know that how you are supposed to read between the lines, because reading comprehensions might be little taxing at times, but if you know like how to skim and scan, I think you are good to go. Apart from that, I would say that before your exam, like at least 15 days, start reading newspaper or anything that interests you. That really helps and that will boost your confidence. That's really important. Apart from that, one thing I would definitely advise you will be that be mindful of the time, because a lot of times it happened, at least with me also, that I was not very mindful of time and I ended up leaving a couple of questions in the end. So that is one thing that you should keep in mind. Otherwise, I think you should be good to go. Moving ahead for the next section, I think I got a 7.5 for the listening part. For listening, I would say that listen to English songs or watch English movies. That really helps a lot. Another thing would be like while watching movies or web series, switch off the subtitles. That really helps you to go through it and to understand various accents. It becomes easier. So majorly, I think that will be the tip for that section. Moving ahead for the writing part, I think I'd heard a lot of people saying that writing is the most difficult part to crack, and so I think I also felt the same, because even though I was trying to give my best shot at it, I think I ended up getting a 7. I think I would have done better if I was more aware about the how it is actually graded. So the best way to crack any exam for that matters is that you should know that how that paper is graded. So for writing, I would say that on the website of the IDP for the IELTS, there's a lot of content that is available. Go through it, understand that how and what are the things that you should keep in mind while writing it, because if you know that how to write well, I think you should be good to go. Another thing is the word limit. You need to be very mindful about the word limit, because the thing is, like, a lot of times I had seen and I talked to people around, they've crossed the word limit and ended up not getting the appropriate band. So you need to be really mindful of that. Along with that, I would say that use various writing schemes, going for a rhyming here or there, or like an alliteration, those poetic devices should really come handy for the second question that you attempt. For the first question, I would say be really mindful of the numbers, because it's usually the data interpretation, and you should know like how to interpret the graph or the chart that is given. So be very careful about the numbers that you're using, or the comparisons that you're making, and the words that you're using. I think with that you should be good to go. So the final piece of advice from my side would be that practice as much mocks as you can, because one thing that I did since I was working, I had no time. I just did one mock. I feel like if I would have done more mocks, I would have performed significantly well. So do as much mocks as you can. So that should be really helpful, because I think IELTS give you a good mock booklet before your exam. So go through it. Otherwise, there are a lot of material that are available online. So practice as much mocks as you can. That will be really, really helpful. Apart from that, I would say that be mindful of the time. Be mindful of your like presence of mind. That really comes handy. Be it any section that you are clearing, be in the moment. Breathe in and out, and trust me, you should be good. It's not difficult. It's really easy, because coming from Punjab, where I've seen people taking 2 years to crack like an exam like IELTS, it's really sad and disheartening. But the only trick is like practice as much as you can, because at the end of the day, I think practice makes the man perfect, and so it shall you. So thank you so much.